Okay, I guess I'm going to try to do a lesson out here in the beautiful sunshine, Vancouver, BC, with the North Shore Mountains behind me. Neil Young, Heart of Gold. So we're going to start with an E minor 7th chord. I'm not sure how well you're going to be able to see this. I'm going to pull up and see if we can make some sense of this. But you probably know your E minor with the 2 fingers. We're going to make it E minor 7th by putting the 3rd finger and the 4th finger on the 3rd fret of the 1st and 2nd string. This is going to give us an E minor 7th, and we're just going to play 8 eighth notes, so 1 measure of eighth notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Simple as that. We're then going to switch to a D chord. Probably know your D. We're going to go down on beat 1, and it's going to be a dotted 8 with a 16th. So we're going to go 1 E and So down and then up on the 1 E and 1 E and and then I'm going to rest on beat 2. I think in the video of the cover I just did, I don't always rest on it, but I like that sound. 1 E and 2, and then we're going back to just regular E minor. So all together our intro is going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Neat. And then the little riff that he plays on the second part of the measure 2 is just going to go open A, 5th string open, hammer on the B on the 2nd fret, open D, your 4th string open, and then come back to that B, that 2nd fret of your A string. So we're going A, hammer on the B, open D, back to B. So all together the intro is going E minor 7th, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and 2 and 3. And that little riff is starting right on the and of beat 3. Again, A, hammer on the B, open D, come back to that B. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and 2 and 3 and 4 and, hold on one second, Shiloh, come on. Alright, and then that's all that happens for the intro. Then I'm going to show you the verse, and I'm going to come back and talk about the harmonica solo in a second lesson. But the verse is just going to go from E minor to C, D, to G. And basically, for the most part, Neil Young is just playing eighth notes for half a measure each. So it's going to be like, I wanna live, I wanna give, I've been a miner for a heart of gold. So we're just going to do 4 eighth notes, Shiloh. 4 eighth notes, 1 and 2 and then 4 C's, 4 D's, 4 G's. So we have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. I wanna live, I wanna give. And then, like in so many of my other lessons, on the last part, before I switch each chord, I'm sometimes putting it up, which in this case would be a 16th note. And they're just the open string. So I have 1 and 2 and open on the C, open to make that switch easier. 1 and 2 and and then we get to the end of the verse. So you sing that I think 3 times, and then we go that last part. You keep me searching for a. We're gonna go E minor for a whole measure again, like the intro, but not the minor 7th, to G for a measure. I sometimes on that will go, let me see, searching for a heart of gold. Sometimes on that I'm going to do like a 1 E and 2 and. So I'm going dotted 8th with the 16th again, down on 1, up on the 1 E and 2, resting, back on the and of 2. 1 E and 2 and 3, and I do it twice. Then we get to the C. This is kind of neat. Just 8th notes again, but he kind of rests on beat 2 and 4. So he's going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That actually goes for a measure and a half. So we're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. And on the and of 2, we're going back to G. 2. Alright, so hopefully that will get you started on that tune. Watch the cover that I do, sitting in the same location, and then I'll do another video for the solo. Have fun!